Good afternoon. On this afternoon's episode of Dr. Phil, we will be talking to former college dropouts and asking them their reasons for dropping out of college, as well as the repercussions that they have faced since they have dropped out. But before we get to any of that, we would first like to welcome our expert on the situation, Dr. Wendy.
Woo! Yeah, Wendy! Yeah!
So nice to have you on the show, Dr. Wendy. Now, can you please share with us some of the information that you have pulled up for this episode?
Yeah, so today I'm going to speak about every detail that goes into college and how important it is for students to get a higher degree. I want to speak to the loving parents out in the audience today because this is directed towards y'all. According to blog.classesandcareers.com, 3 million students enroll in some higher education each year. 33% drop out of college and 40% will not get a degree. 53% of students at public institutions drop out. 38% of students graduate within 6 years. 25% of leaving college students are freshmen, and 64% of students going to nonprofits drop out, and 56% earn a bachelor's degree. Now, I don't want these to scare you, but I just think parents should know about them and be aware of the percent of student dropouts. Okay, now here's a couple statistics that aren't meant to scare you, but y'all should be educated. 60% parents do not help their students. 70% receive no scholarships or loan support. 50% have income under $35,000 per year. And now here are some of the top 20 reasons why students drop out. Finances, failing, outside job, unprepared, partying, wrong course, bad fit, family problems, bad love, homesick, no mentor, health, no course, life, moving, children, distance, housing, outside problems, and burnout. Now, parents or guardians of high school students, I can't emphasize this enough, but all these statistics should scare you or worry you in a way. Don't let these be the reason why your children don't pursue a college degree or drop out. I would say encourage your children to at least think about the idea. There are so many options out there, and it can be super affordable with financial aid and scholarships. So don't be the ones standing in the way of your children's future. Yeah.
Thank you so much for that helpful information.
Yes.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Woo! Yeah, Wendy! Great information!
Our next guest on the show this evening will be a student who was not able to afford college and therefore is now working rather than going. Please welcome to the stage Miranda.
Woo! Yeah, Miranda! Yeah! Let's go!
Good afternoon, Miranda. Nice to have you on the show today.
Nice to be here. Nice to be here.
So what is your reason for not going to college?
We couldn't afford it.
I'm sorry to hear that. That is a very common issue with students these days.
My parents couldn't afford it, nor could I.
So what are you doing instead of that then?
I work at McDonald's.
McDonald's? Do you have any drive to go anywhere else eventually with that?
Well, I wanted to be manager, and I was a shoo-in for the position too. But I didn't have that degree, so I wasn't allowed to even apply for the job.
Do you think you will eventually try to go back to college to possibly get that manager job or even another job?
I would love to be in college right now, but can't afford it.
Have you looked into the many loan programs that are offered for students these days?
I wouldn't be able to pay off loans either.
I see. Very common issues that we face with students these days. So has anyone in your family before you attended college?
No. My parents haven't gone, nor any of my 12 brothers and sisters.
I see. And has money been the same issue for them, or did they have other reasons?
Yeah, we live off food stamps and McDonald's because we get a discount at McDonald's because I work there.
I see.
And it's pretty much the only issue But my parents would love to send us all to college, but we couldn't afford to send one of us.
Well, surely college was much cheaper back in your parents' time. Was it just money back then too?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Stuck in that poverty cycle.
Yep. Damn poverty. Gets us all.
Well, Miranda, I would love to thank you for coming on the show
Oh,
today.
no problem.
Thank you so much. Yes, it is a very sad fact today that according to Pew Research, 75% of American students cannot afford to go to college. Good morning. The next guest we are going to speak to on the show today is a teen mother who was not able to finish high school and is now very much struggling to find her way into a college. Please welcome Courtney.
Woo! Yeah, Courtney.
Hi, Courtney. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Phil.
How old is the baby?
About 6 months.
6 months.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure who the dad is, but
Oh my.
I know.
That's another episode that we'll have to.
Yeah.
go through. What's his name?
Jim.
Jim. Great name.
Yeah.
So, how has having a child kept you from being able to attend college?
Well, it's a full-time job. I don't know what to do with her.
I see.
Him.
Most colleges offer some sort of daycare program somewhere, don't they?
You know, I'm not sure. I haven't looked into it.
That would be a good thing to maybe look into. And many professors are very understanding as well. Have you even applied maybe or anything?
You know, I'm just so busy.
I see.
Yeah, with the baby and everything.
I mean, parenthood is a full-time job. You
Yeah,
definitely have that.
my
right.
life was over as soon as I had the baby.
So you got pregnant right near the end of high school then?
Yep.
Interesting.
My senior prom had a huge belly.
Yes, this is actually a very, very common issue for many teen mothers who got pregnant during high school. According to the National Conference of State Legislatures, 40% of girls who got pregnant during their high school never finish high school, and less than 2% don't finish their college degree by the age of 30.
Wow. That's
Sad.
mind-blowing, and I'm part of the statistic.
So, is there anything else that's keeping you from going then?
Well, the baby takes up a lot of my time and also a lot of my money.
The money aspect.
Yeah.
We just had Miranda on earlier, actually.
Yeah,
She was
I'm
talking
in
about
the
that.
same boat as Miranda after having the baby, so yeah, I'm not sure how I would afford it or have time for
I
it.
suppose.
So,
Money is a big issue across the board for various reasons, and I'm very sorry that is keeping you from getting back out and getting your degree done.
yep.
Well, I want to thank you for coming onto the show today, and I hope you and Jim have a great life, and
Thanks, Phil.
hopefully eventually you do get to college and
Thanks.
pursue. So, thank you.
Yes, girl, get it! I love you! Woo!
Our next guest that we will be welcoming onto the show is a student athlete who has most likely thought about dropping out a few times here with the stress of that. Please welcome to the stage, Nikki. Woo! Let's go! Woo!
Hi, Dr. Phil.
Hi, Nikki. Thanks for coming on today.
Thank you for letting me come.
So how do you handle the stress of being both a student and a full-time athlete all at the same time?
Well, according to the American Heart Association, the number one way to relieve stress is to exercise. And besides exercising, I still have time to study. I'm taking 15 credits this semester, and for each course you're in, you're expected to have 2 hours of homework. So I'm taking 5 courses, and that adds up to 15 hours of homework each day. So it's pretty time consuming.
Sounds like a busy schedule indeed. What
Yeah.
sport are you participating in at the college level?
I am on the swimming team.
Okay. And what does your daily routine as a college swimmer look like?
Okay, I have class from 8 a.m. until 12, and then I eat lunch and study a little bit, and then I practice from 3 to 5, and then I eat dinner, and then I go back to the library and study for as long as it takes, and then if I'm in any extracurricular activity outside of swimming, I'll usually go to meetings of that.
That is a
And then it's bedtime.
That is a
so,
very, very busy day.
Yeah.
And not much time for free time or anything in there.
On the weekends, we usually have a swim meet on Friday nights, so Saturday and Sundays are pretty much my only free days.
Okay. Well, that is very busy.
Yeah.
That's not something just anyone can handle.
No, it's very hard.
So has the stress of participating in this crazy schedule ever given you the thought of maybe dropping out of college or anything like that?
It has crossed my mind, I'm not gonna lie, but I promised myself I would push through it and finish and get a college degree. So,
Very good. We have actually talked to our two prior guests about money. Are you on any academic or athletic scholarships here or at the college there?
we do not have athletic scholarships, but I did receive the presidential scholarship, which pays for 3/4 of my college, so I only have to pay a little bit.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So do you plan on being here all 4 years to graduate then, or are you going
I
to?
do.
Okay.
Yep. According to the NCAA graduation rates, a quarter century of tracking academic success, written by Gary Brown in 2014, 84% of Division I athletes who enrolled in 2004 ended up graduating. So I happen to be a part of the 84%, and I'm proud of it.
That's great to hear. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you so much for coming on to the show today, and good luck in your swimming. And
Thank you.
I hope everything goes well.
Thank you. Have
Thanks.
a nice day.
You too.
Yay, Nikki, woo!
Thank you very much for tuning in to Dr. Phil tonight. One closing message that we would like to get in here is to the parents of the current generation in college and the very soon upcoming ones. According to collegeatlas.org, the average high school student graduate makes 84% less than the average college graduate. So we would really like to encourage the parents of these generations to really encourage their kids to attend college and get through high school and find their way into a college, find whatever scholarships and aid are available and get that degree and make that extra money, because it will be beneficial to them in the future. We want to thank you guys so much, and as always, have a wonderful morning.